Hi guys, welcome to the Wrestling Retrospective, and in this video I'll be doing my predictions for NXT Vengeance Day 2025. So first up on the card we got Trick Williams taking on Eddie Thorpe in a strap match. For me, I'm not really that invested in this one. I don't really get why they're doing this on Vengeance Day. I suppose it's like fine for the most part, but I probably would have had Tony D'Angelo and Rich Holland in the Steel Cage match on Vengeance Day and done this on NXT television. But for me, I'm going to go Trick Williams to get the win here. I feel like Eddie Thorpe's kind of like, I don't want to say a sacrificial lamb, but like he does take a lot of losses and it kind of works almost, like it works with his character really well. And yeah, it makes sense for me that Trick would kind of get back on a winning run, eventually get another shot at the NXT Championship, maybe lose that and then head up to the main roster maybe after WrestleMania. But yeah, so for now we've got to build Trick back up again as far as so we can get back to facing over Femi, and I feel like that starts here with a win against Eddie Thorpe. Plus Eddie Thorpe has got the better of Trick Williams for the most part during this feud, so it makes sense that they're kind of more, I don't want to say moody, but like the more angry and vicious Trick Williams that we've been seeing over the last few weeks would absolutely destroy Eddie Thorpe here. And as I said, yeah, it starts putting him back into the main event scene again and hopefully get that NXT title rematch that he's been wanting for so long. Following that, we have Fraxiom, Nathan Frazier and Axiom defending the tag team titles against Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura. I don't know how to say that, I'm very good, not very like recognisable with him, but I'm sure I will eventually. But yeah, for me, I have Fraser and Axiom to successfully defend here, basically because I feel like, not to kind of give away a future video that I'm doing about the Hall of Fame, but I feel like the Hardys might be going in the Hall of Fame this year, and it would make sense for me, especially they've been teasing it so heavily, not only on TNA television, but kind of on NXT as well, that Nathan Fraser and Axiom are going to be defending the titles at some point against the Hardy Boys, and it makes sense that they would do that at Stand and Deliver on WrestleMania weekend. And yeah, it seems like the Fraxiom aren't going to lose the tag titles until then, therefore very easy and very simple prediction for me, and it's that they successfully retain here and then move on swiftly after beating probably nearly every tag team. I assume maybe the new group that's kind of been teased a lot may show up after this match, but I'm not sure. Maybe they show up after the main event or something, or I don't know. Like I say, I don't know anything about them, don't even know who's in it, but yeah, for me, Nathan Fraser and Axiom are just like the most consistent tag team probably in wrestling right now, and I can't see them dropping the titles here to Briggs and Inamura. So yeah, again, very simple prediction here, Fraxiom to retain. After that, we have Ethan Page taking on Dijon Evans, and for me it makes sense to have Dijon Evans win this match. I feel like there's going to be moments of this match where Ethan Page is going to get very, very close to getting to that jaw point and injuring him again, but he'll like probably do some kind of matrix or some high flying moves to kind of avoid that, and maybe, I can't see him getting a clean win. I think it'll be more of like a roll up pin, or just like he'll steal a win from Ethan Page essentially, and then they maybe go on to Stand and Deliver and have like a stipulation match, or I don't know. I feel like Ethan Page is going to have a bigger match at Stand and Deliver than maybe Dijon Evans. I feel like it's going to be a point as Stand and Deliver where Ethan Page really does have a really good showing, especially after losing the NXT title, and then probably meds up to the main roster as well. Like after WrestleMania, I do see NXT kind of getting absolutely gutted for superstars to kind of fill up Raw and SmackDown for the 3 hours, as I assume there's going to be a draft. And yeah, I feel like Ethan Page is more than ready for the main roster, and yeah, I'd say he might take on Dijon Evans again and get a second win over him. But yeah, for me, I'm going to go with Dijon Evans to get the win, just as like a good feeling babyface win moment, to be fair. After that, we have Fallon Henley defending the Women's North American Championship against Stephanie Vaquer. And for me, I've got Stephanie Vaquer to become the new Women's Champion here. It makes the most sense, in my opinion, to have a big babyface win on this show. I have a lot of champions retaining as well. Therefore, to have a title change would be really good for this show. And I feel like Stephanie Vaquer is probably one of the more popular women on the roster right now. And it would make sense to have her as champion going into Stand and Deliver. And yeah, I say she's just so popular, with especially with the recent Rumble appearance as well, even like the main roster only fans, which I don't believe there actually is. I feel like people who believe that NXT is still like a very underground thing and people on the main roster might not know who they are it's bollocks, to be fair. But yeah, for me, ever since they kind of suggested that this match was going to happen on pay-per-view, I've been behind Stephanie Vicker to win the title, and yeah, I'm going to stick to what I've been saying, and yeah, Stephanie Vicker is going to be the new Women's North American Champion of the weekend. Following that, we have Obafemi defending the NXT Championship against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. And for me, I don't really understand why we're doing this match. Like, I probably would have had someone else take on Obafemi at Vengeance Day. I'm not sure. This feels like very rushed and very random in my opinion, something I'm not particularly invested in. And that's why I'm going to go with Obafemi to retain the NXT Championship, just because it just makes the most sense. He gets a win over two essentially main roster superstars, and then he goes on to Stand and Deliver, where I assume he maybe has a rematch with Trick, or maybe someone who I'm not even thinking on is going to have a title shot. But yeah, I look forward to seeing how this match goes down. Obviously, there is that case of will it be more of a handicap match until Waller and Theory inevitably turn on each other. But yeah, for me, it's going to be another case of Oba kind of showing how dominant he will be as NXT champion, as I assume his title reign will last a very long time. And yeah, so it's a decent like first time defense, or well, technically second defense, first on a premium live event. But yeah, I can't see this going any other way than Obafemi retaining, really. And finally, what I assume, or what I really feel like should be the main event, is the Women's Championship match with Giulia defending against Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade and Bayley in a fatal 4-way match in essentially what could on paper be a match of the year contender for NXT at least. Like, these four women can absolutely go in the ring. It's what I'm very much looking forward to, and even if Cora hadn't have been added last night, I feel like, well, not last night, time we're recording on Tuesday night, when I record this is Wednesday. But yeah, I feel like just the triple threat match with Bayley, Roxanne and Giulia would be fantastic. The fact they've added Cora Jade I feel like is even better. And yeah, I don't think it makes this any more less predictable. I'm very much going for a Giulia successful defending here, just because of the fact that she's just won the title, and I don't think they're going to have her lose the title quite that soon. I worry that she might lose it to a Cora Jade, a Stand and Deliver, and then she kind of moves very quickly up to the main roster, as I feel like Giulia really doesn't need to be in NXT for a long time, just a good time. And yeah, I mean, Cora Jade makes the most sense to come out of the title with the title out of Stand and Deliver, just because it seems like out of everyone in this match, she's the one that will probably stay in NXT for a bit longer. But yeah, it's the match I'm very much looking forward to. Really enjoying Bayley's run at the minute of just kind of being everywhere all at once. And as I said, it really could be match of the year contender. Definitely, I feel like it's going to be match of the night. And yeah, it's the match I'm probably looking forward to the absolute most, with, in my opinion, Giulia retaining the championship. So those are my predictions for NXT Vengeance Day 2025. Do put down in the comments below who you think is going to win, what you think is going to happen. I assume this new group's going to come in. Not sure who's in it or what they're going to be all about, but I look forward to seeing it. I assume maybe Ricky Starks will show up as well after the Shock debut on Tuesday night. And yeah, it's a show I'm actually pretty much looking forward to. It's a stacked card with 6 matches, which is unusual for premium live events. Usually they're only 5. But yeah, very surprised they didn't put Ridge and Tony D'Angelo and the Steel Cage on this one. I probably would have I would have preferred that over the Trick and Eddie Thorpe strap match. But as I said, I think it's going to be a really good show. It is up against, in a way, Grand Slam, and I feel like it's going to blow Grand Slam out of the water. It's going to be fantastic. And yeah, I look forward to most of the matches on it, but especially the 2 women's matches. I feel like they're going to be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, do sound in the comments what you think is going to happen, what you think of the show in general. Do leave a like on the video as well. Do go over to my Twitter as well. It's linked in the description for the giveaway that me and the For You Wrestling channel are doing for 2K25 this year. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.